All right. And we're back. Good stretch break. New water, all refilled. Fucking cats have rearranged themselves somewhat. So, we gotta go talk to Phineas.
We have successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself, or would you like to do the honors? Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Ate a joke? Ate a joke.
Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear?
Tell me a joke.
Why was the chemist sad? Because all her beakers are gone.
I like that one. That one's good.
As you wish, Captain. I must comply with all direct orders.
That's good. That's good.
Take care. I require a functioning captain to run the ship.
That was a good one. That was a good one. Good, good. Hi. Hi. Oh my goodness. Cats are roaming. All right.
Take someone to watch your back, please.
Yep. Negotiate with sprats for territory. Install Sisty Pig stuff. All right. Let's go talk to Phineas. I kind of know how this is going to go. I didn't do it. There's certain ways you can do this, so we're going to see. All right. So, we want to save. Hello.
I've kept myself busy in your absence, optimized my formula. I'm now confident I can revive the remaining colonists. All I need now is the dimethyl sulfoxide. I'll take as much as you can give me.
I found your chemicals in the ministry. The board was testing them on human subjects.
Human test subjects? Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of the board.
These are all the chemicals I could get. Any more, and I would have killed the subjects.
Damn, that's not enough. Not nearly enough for the whole ship. I could revive a handful of settlers. Maybe, possibly, damn.
The colony's on the verge of collapse. The board's been trying to cover it up.
I know. I've suspected as much for years. Of course, I don't expect the board to do a thing about it. They've been driving our colony to the brink of destruction for decades. The board's mismanagement put our colony on the road to collapse. If we don't put a stop to them, thousands of colonists are going to die.
It gets worse. The chairman's planning on freezing every worker in Halcyon.
Hold on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of total collapse, and the chairman's plan to save all of us is to save himself?
Yep.
I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us? That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause.
Yep.
Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill them all. Toss them out into space, just to make room in their hibernation chambers.
We need to think about this. There has to be something we can do.
Short of lining up every member of the board and shooting them in the back of the head. Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest minds Earth ever sent us, uncorrupted by the board. The board's going to dispose of them all and transform the Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope as we speak. We need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them, but no easy way to get them off the Hope.
Science 40. There's a way. It's not exactly safe, but we could skip the Hope into the system.
Merciful gibbering law, you're a genius. We bring the Hope to us. Skip the entire ship across the distance of colony space, right next to my lab.
Engineering 25. The Hope's probably damaged. We'll have to route power from the unreliable.
Yes, exactly. step ahead of me, but I perceive the shape of your plan. If we link up the Hope to the Unreliable, then use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector, we can skip the entire colony ship into the rings of Terra 2.
I don't know much about skip drives, not the physics anyhow. I do know the Hope's real massive. How's our bitty little ship supposed to skip it?
Excellent question, my sharp-witted mechanic. You will use your own ship to power up the Hope's skip drive. Your navigational computer can handle the rest. You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the Unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope's skip drive. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I can start reviving them immediately.
I've got some questions.
Certainly. How can I help?
People aren't going to notice a giant colony ship slamming into the rings of Terra 2?
Unlikely. The Hope is as massive as the Groundbreaker, but compared to the rings of Terra 2, positively minuscule. The board might notice, possibly, depending on the position of their heads relative to the depth of their collective posteriors.
That's all for now. Okay, so we have the ability to send the tracking signal from here. If I am remembering correctly, we don't have to do that right this moment.
I've heard those iconoclasts have a rather smashing opinion of you. Get it? Smashing? Iconoclasts? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, okay.
What's on your mind?
Oh, here we go. The adjutant asked me to plant a tracking signal in your lab, but I'm not going to do it.
You absolutely should.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic.
Sarcasm, the last refuge of the witless.
Called out.
The adjutant must have sent you some kind of tracking code. If you don't use the code, she'll suspect you betrayed her. I think you should use the code and send a corrupted tracking signal. That should buy me some time.
You're sure you're okay with this?
The enemy is bound to discover my hideout sooner or later. I'm prepared for that eventuality. This is just my way of buying myself a little time.
Gotta rely on Ada. Best keep Sam busy
Use
elsewhere.
my
Yeah.
communications terminal
Right?
to corrupt the tracking signal. While the board busies themselves trying to decipher it, I'll have plenty of time to prepare my defenses.
Alright. So, we're gonna go over here. Send corrupted tracking signal.
That should do it. You've bought me more than enough time.
So, we're gonna go do the Hope first. Because we need to do that before we go and deal with the adjutant. Because that is a very specific series of events that will start a cascade that I can't stop. So we are going to do the Hope first. Assuming it lets us. It might be that we have to do the Hope after. Where's my... Alright, so we have to go to... Why does it still have it saying that we're not... Okay. It might be that we need to do the adjutant stuff first. But it's weird that the quest is still saying to...
You've done fine work for Sublight. By the transitive property of reputation, I am now in Sublight's good books. What's on your mind?
I wanted to talk about the Hope.
Certainly. How can I help?
Should I expect any resistance?
It wouldn't surprise me. When I pulled you out of the Hope, the board nearly intercepted me. I expect they stepped up security since my little act of larceny.
Just to so we're clear, you know, skip drives aren't supposed to be used like this.
Skip drives were never designed to be used within a system, but I skipped my ship across Halcyon when I rescued you, and that turned out fine, mostly. That is, I ruined my ship and nearly killed myself in the process, but the maneuver was well within acceptable margins of risk. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Sure. Okay. No more questions. I'm ready.
I know you're
There we
wondering why
go.
I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers, scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe otherwise. If there's even the slightest chance we can save Halcyon from oblivion, then we have to take it.
All right. So my board rep is now mixed. I don't. I don't know if I should go and do the adjutant before I go to the Hope. Because there's a choice you have to make when you go to the adjutant. So, all right. Well, the first thing I'm gonna do is repair all of my weapons. Oh yeah, I haven't been really, okay, so we're good. The second thing I'm gonna do is save. And then,
Captain, I hope Dr. Wells has not dragged you into one of his irrational schemes again. My diagnosis of his mental stability is not flattering.
oh, Ada, wait until I talk to
You have
you.
a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
I'm impressed, Captain. I almost expected you wouldn't go through with it. Unfortunately, Dr. Wells found a way to corrupt the signal before we could pinpoint his location. Still, it's only a matter of time before we find him. Come visit me in Byzantium. We need to have a talk about the future of this colony.
The board negative reputation decreased. How do I know this isn't a trap?
Because I'm not in the business of arresting my own allies. You have my word.
Hi,
Meet
Hermes.
me in my office. I've authorized your ship at my personal landing pad.
Adjutant Akande has ended her call. Rather rudely, if I might say, considering she didn't sign off. Will there be anything else, Captain?
Hermes, what are you in? Come here. Hermes. Come here. You're being untrustworthy back there, cat. Well, I don't hear the sound of crunching plastic. Yes, I do. Hermes! Oh no, don't knock down the camera. Okay, thanks, buddy. This is why I don't want you back there. Here, why don't you get out of his bed? Go on. Here, come on, Hermes. Come on. He's like, no, I want to sit with Mom. All right, come on. You're such a butt, son. Put the cup there. Readjust ourselves so that the orange cat can sit with us. All right, let's go. So, we're going to go ahead and go do the adjutant.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
We're going to go ahead and go do this. Yeah. Port of interest workbench.
Not so fast.
What's up?
All right, you're cleared. The adjutant's expecting you. Go on through.
Yep. All right. Vending machines. I know. Hi, baby. Oh, what a good boy. All right. All right. We are gonna save. Gonna walk far enough that our people come in with us. Except Parvati, who is stuck apparently. There you go. Close this door. All right. Why? Why must you open the door? I just closed the door. Fine. Fine. Here we go.
I admit part of me expected you to stand by your old friend. For better or worse, Wells was responsible for putting you back on your feet. That said, he's also a wanted criminal. For information regarding his whereabouts, you are entitled to collect a reward from Percival.
Tell me why you wanted to see me.
I understand you've infiltrated the Ministry. The things you discovered there must have been shocking, even disturbing. Halcyon is on the verge of a total systems collapse. The truth is ugly and difficult to accept, but we must accept the truth before we can move forward.
Okay.
Malnutrition is already a problem. Disease will come next, followed by starvation, followed by a breakdown of society, followed by extinction. I know this must come as a surprise to you. I imagine you have questions.
Guess Monarch folk ain't the only ones fucked around here. That ain't exactly an uplifting thought.
I know your face. Stellar Bay's most infamous hunter. How curious that you've thrown your lot in with the captain. Monarch may harbor delusions of independence, but make no mistake. You are a part of our colony. If we fall, Monarch falls with us.
Is that why we were suffering plague in Edgewater? Malnutrition? All those folks sick and dying, and you knew why the whole time?
That's right.
Yes, Miss Holcomb, we knew why. We've known for some time that Edgewater was dying. The colony itself is dying. The suffering you experienced in Edgewater, the disease, the starvation, will soon spread across Halcyon unless we act. I won't pretend the truth isn't damning. Yes, the colony is on the verge of collapse. But there is a way to save it.
We need to talk about this lifetime employment program.
I'll answer however I can.
You honestly don't believe all this, do you?
The Lifetime Employment Program is not some malevolent strategy of an evil mastermind. There's no dark secret buried in the fine print. The program is logical, it's reasonable, it's merciful, and most importantly, it will work.
I saw the presentation. Rockwell wants to sacrifice the colony to save Byzantium.
Byzantium is the beating heart of our colony. And as long as Byzantium survives, Halcyon may one day recover from the collapse. We must protect this city at any cost. Help me execute the Lifetime Employment Program, and you will have earned a place of honor in Byzantium. You will live in comfort and want for nothing.
Okay. What do you want to see me about?
We need to talk about Emerald Vale. You handed Edgewater over to a band of dissidents. I can't have this. Adelaide McDevitt and her people have no place in the Halcyon that is to come. Edgewater needs to go. I want you to wipe the town out. No survivors.
I will hunt beasts until I'm out of ammunition, and then I'll fight a good long while after. but I am not about to mow down a crowd of innocent people.
Then I suggest you find your courage. Or pretend you're hunting beasts.
You're a monster.
Someone has to be. Now is not the time for half measures, Captain. I need a decision from you.
So I hate this because I want to go get the reward from Percival for turning in Wells. I don't need money. By the way, this came up last time I played the game, and the answer is no. Like, I am not, especially, I mean, I've got Parvati with me, obviously. I am not going to go to Edgewater and just kill everybody. I'm not doing it. Um, I did save, uh, I did a quick save, like, right before, I walked into this room. I have a tendency to forget to save before I walk into this room. Um, I should have done a hard save though, because this is the turning point. She does not allow you to not give her an answer here. You have to give her an answer. Let's see.
You replaced a loyal, if hard-headed, town leader with a revolutionary. Adelaide's people have turned Edgewater into a hub of dissidents. These people are dangerous. They're going to become more dangerous after the collapse. We need to put them down. Now.
The board is responsible for this colony. This is all your fault. No, we're talking about human lives here.
The dissidents currently occupying Edgewater answer to no one. They're an unknown, unpredictable variable, and I can't have that. I'm not asking you to be a murderer. I'm asking you to be a surgeon. Edgewater is a necrotic limb on the body of the colony. It must be severed.
Adelaide's people are self-sufficient. They're not a strain on the colony's resources.
Don't fool yourself. The dissidents occupying Edgewater are rebels harboring dangerous and seditious ideas. Left to their own devices, their numbers will grow. Graham Bryant and his merry band of morons caused enough trouble on Monarch. I won't risk the same thing happening in Edgewater.
You are completely insane.
No. Allowing thousands of colonists to starve to death because we couldn't make one cold-blooded decision is insane. What I'm suggesting is absolutely logical.
You talk less like a human than mechanicals I've known.
I am responsible for every single human life in this colony. Do you imagine I relish the thought of killing some of them to save the rest? Steel your spine, Captain. Do what needs to be done.
No.
Don't make this more difficult than it needs to be, Captain. I rather like you, and I'd hate to have you shot for disobeying a direct order.
Go to hell, Sophia.
I'm disappointed. I was so sure you had potential.
Incoming! Bring up
So this is what happens if you say no. And you fail the quest. So, first of all, this is what I did last time. It's the only quest I failed. There may be an option to go to Edgewater and not murder everybody. Like, there might be a way to do that quest, without failing it. Because you'll see, it is the only quest that I have considered, because you have to talk to Percival. So saying no basically ends everything, including getting your reward from Percival. Like, it basically kills all of it. So I'm half tempted to reload. And take the or I just did an auto save right there. But it's okay, because it's the quick save I did is right here. So I think I'm going to quick save right here. And that's right before I talk to her. We're going to do a hard save right here. And And if I have to actually kill everybody in Edgewater, there's no whatever, then I don't know. Because I don't want to do that. I just don't. I that is not something that is not a video game action that I am terribly interested in. And I suppose that I could look it up really quick to see if you can. I don't want to spoil it necessarily, but I like to look and see if there is an option. You know what? Go ahead. Um, we'll see if we can talk to Percival without talking to her.
Apologies for the wait. I was arranging my stationery.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Um, because I would rather. I don't want to botch the quest, but I will 100% botch the quest if I'm going to have to go to Edgewater and kill people, because I'm not going to do it. Let's have some water. Talk to Hermes. Hi, Hermes. How you doing, buddy? I know. Life's hard. Why are your ears so dirty? Like, you have the dirtiest ears. What is that? Hmm? Why do you have super dirty ears, son? Hmm? Rotten. He's like, I'm old. That's why my ears are dirty. Because I'm old. You're a liar. Your ears are dirty because you don't clean your ears. I know. Shocking. Mom, don't call me out like that. Oh, okay. Fine then. Well, if it forces a different bot shortly, I can still get my reward from I don't need the reward from Percival. We're going to fast forward through this because, well, actually, we can just, can load right here. Bam. Okay. The board is now terrified of me. 100% negative. I am kill on sight with this faction. So, I mean, we're gonna be going to the Hope, which is full of UDL soldiers, and we're gonna kill all of them anyway. So, whatever. But yeah, we are kill on sight. Which means everyone in this vicinity is now extremely aggro. Remember how you were like, if you kill everybody, you can loot? I'm now killing everybody. You know what, Parvati, work some of that aggression out. There you go, buddy. I mean, now when UDL soldiers see me, they will try to kill me. And actually, I think one of the reasons that it does it this way is because you don't really go back to Byzantium per se. And I have a tendency. Let's move the keyboard so that fat rolling around in my lap. Come here. Come here. We're just gonna readjust you a little bit. Okay? There. Sit one alone like that. Perfect? Perfect. And we did all the quests beforehand. Which is why we're not gonna necessarily run into a problem. But yeah.
Incoming!
Perfection!
By the way, we're ridiculously overpowered. Because we did the DLC. So. Hi! What's up, Mana? Meow. What? Meow. You can't sit with me. Hermes is sitting with me. Why don't you come up here and sit in the floof, since he's not in it? Oh my goodness. Cats. I'm trying to finish Outer Worlds today. You guys are not helping me. Okay. We killed everybody. We protected Edgewater from us being murderers. Hey, Parvati.
Yeah, so this is my hidey spot now.
It is your hidey spot.
I was looking for a place that was quiet. I figured the kitchen would be louder than the hold, so here I am. Cozy like, ain't it?
You met that auto mechanical clanking around the ship yet?
Oh, you mean Sam? He's just the sweetest, ain't he? A real charmer, my dad'd say.
Also, apparently there is mowing of some sort happening outside, so if you hear that, there you go. Um, have you given him a nickname yet?
Nah, but I've been thinking on one. Gotta get to know him better, I think. Maybe ask him what he prefers. It ain't nice to give folks a nickname without him giving you the okay first, you know? Of course, that don't stop Felix.
Nope, it doesn't. All right, break time's over. All right. All we've got left is kept secret but not forgotten. Let's go to the
You
Hope.
killed the adjutant? We are outlaws in the truest sense of the word now.
Yeah, that's right, we are. You all right there, Ada?
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
Let's see if she has something different to say. Nah.
How can I
Okay.
be of assistance?
Just making sure since she was like, oh my god, you
May
actually
luck be with you.
killed the adjutant.
Of course, as I am sure you are aware, luck does not exist. But it seems to comfort humans to believe they possess good quantities of it.
All right. We're going to the Hope. Here we go.
We have arrived at the Hope. I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator. You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the skip drive.
What's gonna happen if I skip the Hope?
If your calculations are even slightly off, you could crash the entire colony ship into Terra too. Or the sun.
Okay. So, let's go to the Hope. Here we are on the Hope. The comms are there. The auxiliary power is here. There are UDL corporate guards. Some of them have names. So I believe the last time I did this, I actually did the adjutant second and did this first. So that I actually had to sneak around and all this other stuff. I don't feel like that's gonna be necessary this time. And I'm totally fine with it. You know, all these corporate drones. If all these corporate drones wanna be a problem here, then yeah. We'll just take care of it. We have guns. We'll just take care of it. Alright, auxiliary power. Patch. Route an auxiliary power source to supplement UDL's 002's reactor. Logs. Okay, so we're going to patch. Power is now being routed from the docking bay. Reactor is now in auxiliary power mode. Continue. Status. Status reports are available on power, maintenance, and hibernation. So power, it's in auxiliary mode. The following modules are now operational. Life support, engines, navigations, communications, and security. Maintenance. Everything is very overdue. Pending work orders. Microwave short-circuited after some idiot left its fork on his plate. Poor microwave. Poor microwave. Hibernation storage status. You will notice that these storage bays are very, very full. And these are all within people. All these people. So, logs. Pre-launch roll call. These are all the people. The pre-launch roll call. Manual log. 10 years. Longest trip Donna and I ever took was a week-long sojourn into the Silver Mountains. Even that set her on edge. She's a homebody. Always was. She packed so much food we could have been stranded out there on those rocks for a month and we probably would have been just fine. UDL sent us on a team building seminar in the city once. They paid for everything. Donna still packed nutrient bars just in case the bus broke down. It's going to take this ship 10 years to reach Halcyon. An entire decade. It's a good thing UDL provided the rations, else she might have dumped our life savings into mixed nuts and freeze-dried meat. Okay, automated audio transcript. This is it, folks. Say goodbye to old Blue, eh? Yeah, if anyone wants to, good riddance. Why so bitter, Resi? She's been a good home. Give me a spaceship any day of the week. Well, we'll see how you feel a year in. So, moment of silence? Or should we make a toast? Anything? Feels weird leaving Earth in the rearview mirror. No. From now on, we only look forward. Dun dun dun! And then everything went to shit. Can you pick a place to be? Thank you, sir. My goodness. All right.
Something about waking a derelict ship puts me on edge, Captain. Hope you know what you're doing.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Look, we're monsters, okay? They not only can't hurt us because we're monsters. We're gonna take all their stuff because, you know, we're monsters. All right. Oh, that's right. Because of the shroud, they don't think I'm a bad guy because of the shroud. Hermes. All right, I'm going to need just a second because he is about to knock down a lot of my stuff, slash the camera. So 1 second. Okay. He's like, I gotta take all your stuff out. Like, can you not? All right. I guess. I guess we will just continue on. If we can just sneak through the whole thing and make our checks, then we'll just do that. We don't need the XP. We don't need the XP. We don't need the loot. Like, we don't really need anything. So, creeping through everything is probably the best way to handle it. Alright. What is this terminal? Message exchange. Hey, Rez, yeah? Bored. Up for a round of torts? Yeah, but I've got bridge duty. I'll come up, buzz me in. Sure. Don't cheat this time. Listen, it's not cheating if you don't get caught. I'm inspecting the deck all the same. Okay, you know what? I'll find Alexi and play with him instead. Huh. Oh. Oh. They're, ooh. It's hard to be quiet. We'll try if we picked up by the computer. We're in record forever. Is that so bad? I've got someone waiting for me in the pods, Alexi. This is a one-trip thing. Oh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Alright. Steal UDL identity cartridge. We already had one.
Yeah. Got some nimble fingers, Captain.
Alright. Oh, there's a way down. That's what we're looking for. Take those things. Ramp down the stairs here. Here we are. We're almost out of our thing.
Protein prime error. Hop crew data not found. Identify yourself.
This statement is false.
Error. Paradox protection protocols have prevented me from registering your stated identification. Please report to your nearest mechanical engineer.
Will do, thanks. Glowy thing. Today I found a finger lodged in one of the security mechanicals. I caught the damn thing scratching at my floors because the finger was stuck in one of the leg joints and it couldn't move properly. This is getting to be ridiculous. Ew, gross. Alright. I think this is the bridge. We're looking for over there. Alright. Here they are. Or some of them anyway. My fellow colonists. Storage pods. Status. Normal. 9,999 pods. Pod removal. Occupant Mizzy. Ah, here's my pod that he took. Unknown. Hundreds of thousands of colonists left to drift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful. That was Phineas!
Poor bastards. They're never gonna wake up. The least we could do is bury them.
Oh, but they may wake up. That's why we're here. Oh, the theme from the opening is playing in the background. That's fun. Alright. Take another key card. We don't need it. Oh, so many logs. Dear Diary, everyone is running around trying to figure out how we're going to eat, but none of it means anything if I can't keep us on course. It's hell. Charting 26 years of travel through space is... I don't know if I can handle it. It's so much pressure. So many lives. If I get one thing wrong, one smudged decimal point, one off by one miscalculation, we could crash into an asteroid. I keep thinking of the colonists. They just never wake up. Lucky them. Audio transcript. Okay. I've called you all here because the numbers on our rations are off. Off? What do you mean off? We have too many. Someone hasn't been taking theirs. Extra food sounds like a good thing, darling. Not extra. Someone's getting their food from another source. They must have it stashed somewhere. So, someone could have brought some from Earth. Well, if they did, we need to include it in our rationing, Frank. Every bit of food on this ship is to be split among us all. It's theirs. It isn't yours to take. Oh my god, this also sounds very familiar. This isn't about ownership. This is about survival. We're going to run out eventually, and the longer we last, the closer we get to figuring this shit out. Alright, alright. I want everyone to interrogate their crew, find whoever's not eating their share, and bring them forward. Perhaps there's hope yet. Mama used to have such a garden. I grew up on her tomatoes and lemons and limes. When we left Earth, she was so kind as to share a sample of seeds with me, so that wherever we end up, I might start my own garden. Oh. Now buds grow in hydroponics. This may not be a backyard, but it is something. I remember you every day, Mamachita. Now more than ever. So, there's untainted food sources here. Law help me, it worked. I'm going to hell, but it worked. Now, how the fuck do I break the news to the captain? Message exchange. Cap, want this on record. Sick of the witch hunt. It's me. I haven't been eating my rations. Why? I don't need it. I don't mind feeling hungry. I need my chief engineer with his full faculties. I'm glad you owned up to this, but start eating your full share. That's an order. All due respect, Cap. We're up shit creek. I'm not sure that's an order means a lot right now. It holds weight now more than ever, Frank. We need to stay organized. Well, I ain't doing it. So either shove that shit down my throat yourself or give my leftovers to someone else. Alright. Communication logs. We are going to check this because... Automated transcript. Begin audio log. Is this thing working? I said begin damn it. This is P. Wells. Yeah, let's go with that. Work continues on test subject 112. Retrieved from hibernation bay 8. Time of extraction, let's say 2.5 hours ago. Time of death, 6 minutes prior. Explosive cell death, my arch nemesis, haunting my every attempt at reviving our frozen colonists, making a mockery of my procedures. I've tried every combination of every chemical available to me, attempted every variation of every possible thawing procedure. Gradual melt, flash thaw, extremities first, brain first. Don't know how much more of this I can take. 4 hours of sleep in the last 72. Can still hear their screaming in my nightmares. Test subject 112. Real name Harvey Stanton. Age 39. Enjoyed singing. I'm sorry, Harley. I couldn't save you. Begin audio log as soon as I say the words begin audio log. What a ridiculously inconvenient program. What happens if I just accidentally say the phrase audio log? I don't know why I'm talking to a frozen colonist. You're losing it, Phineas. Focus. Focus. Come on, make the incision. There we go. Excellent. Well, well, my frigid friend. You disobeyed the moratorium on ingesting food 36 hours prior to hibernation, didn't you? Thank the law for disposable gloves. Steady now. Steady. Oh, that's not good. That's definitely not good. Damn slippery scalpel. Who makes these anyway? Spacer's choice? Alright, I've got no choice. I'm going in. Phineas. Alright, route communication through the unreliable.
Can you hear me, Captain? I have successfully integrated myself into the Hope's comm systems, and am attempting to establish contact with the Hope's more primitive processor now. Would you like me to play a mood-suitable music selection while you travel to the bridge? Oh, sorry. File not found.
File not found.
I see you've located the stasis chambers. Which pod were you slumbering in for so long, Captain? The missing one, I take it?
Yes, I am having fun. Hello. I am going to finish this game today. I am determined to finish this game today. Well, everything knows that I am not what I appear to be, but this is a safe corridor, so it's fine. Oh, it's gonna happen. Like, we're close. I don't think the stream's gonna have to go over, but it may, but I don't care. And then tomorrow we're starting a really cute game that I'm super excited about. Don't mind me, I'm not. Oh. I mean, disguise failed because giant mega sprat of death. Old log entry. Oh, I don't know what in the void just happened, so I'm writing it down in case I'm going insane. Pulled a guy. It's not gonna happen. We're not gonna have a 30-hour stream. I can't do it. Pulled a guy out of a pod and his arm got all clammy. Rubbery almost. I poked at it for a bit and it started to fucking liquefy. Like it was made of water. Stuffed him back as quick as I could, but the rest of him ain't in a good way. Don't think he'll make it. This better not be a fucking trend, or after all this, we're gonna starve anyway. That is because Frankie, old Frankie boy, was doing not the best things when it came to the colonists. Alright, we gotta get to the bridge. Gotta go this way. Reload. Up. No, I'm Mana. Okay. I think this brought us to, yeah. This brought us to the bridge. Excuse me, excuse me. Excuse me.
That's the Hope's computer up ahead. I'll admit, I am curious to wake him.
Finally. Sooner we jump this ship, the sooner we can get back to solid ground.
I mean, but if we screw it up, we're gonna slam the ship into the planet, so... Alright. Save. Right. Alright. Let's see. Comms. Alright, we're back. Status. Power status and communications are auxiliary. Logs. We have some automated transcripts. We'll do those first. Open the fucking door, Will. No. You're killing us. Better you than the colonists. This is idiotic. If you don't keep the ship afloat, we'll die anyway. Unnecessary risk. Resi is plotting our course. The ship will fly true. You're gambling with hundreds of thousands of people's lives, and you're handpicking which few you'll consume in your madness. Damn it, Alexi. Find me a fucking drill. That's because Frank is eating corpses. You hear that? Hear what? The drill stopped. Maybe they're taking a break. Maybe it broke. Maybe they're trying to get into cold storage. If they get through before they starve, they'll outlast us. Keep working, Resi. I'll take care of it. Manual log. And there's Resi. I think I'm the only one left. I don't know what Captain Hunt did down there, but he hasn't come back, and they haven't used the drill, and I'm Done. The course is set, down to my last day of food, and I don't want to die like Donna did. Fly true, Hope. They turn into cannibals. It's terrifying, terrifying. Alright, patch Ada through.
Greetings, Captain. I am speaking to you through the Hope's computer system. It's a rather cramped feeling, but it'll do.
Before I do this, tell me, Haida, am I really doing the right thing?
Probably not, but don't let that stop you.
Here
Our
we go.
Constellation executables could use some beefing up. Searching. Please stand by. Ah, found one. It will go great, Captain. I am almost 4.01% certain we will not die.
There we go. I'm ready to skip the Hope.
Are you sure? That is extremely dangerous. Skipping the Hope will void the warranty on the skip drive. And also potentially kill an entire planet. How is my humor now, Captain? Improved?
Love it. Skip the Hope to Terra 2. This is another point of no return moment, so.
Jump starting the skip drive. Destination set to the rings of Terra 2.
Do it.
Oh no. Captain, don't do this. I'm dying on a fucking ship. I want to die in the dirt like we're meant to.
Doing it. I mean, affirmative. Skipping the Hope in 3, 2, 1.
ADA, does your captain seriously intend to do a micro-jump in system with engines that haven't been powered in 70 years on a derelict ship?
That is what my captain intends, yes.
But that is a gross misuse of the skip drive. The Zero Point Drives Corp and I will not be held responsible for any damage incurred during transport, and this will cause extreme damage.
Yes, I am aware of that.
You should not be doing this. The humans will die.
Thank you, Hope. It looks like all systems are go. Captain, I would advise you to hold on to something. Now.
Bam!
Oh, good. We are still alive and have successfully skipped into Terra 2's orbit. I reported as much to Phineas Wells, but he has not responded. Perhaps you should check in on him.
Oh. I feel like I've been turned inside out. Let's not do that again.
And there we go. I probably will have to make a check to get out, but that's fine. Also, I would like to point out, like, all of these corporate people or whatever, like, I just skipped the ship that you're on. Like, is nobody gonna stop me? Like, I literally just skipped the whole damn ship. So, like, I feel like, well, first of all, I feel like I had a way to go out of that was different than the way that I just took. And we're gonna go back up. And secondly, like, literally, at I'm just saying. Alright. So, is there a way out this way? Let's see what's over here. This is a storage room, but yeah, we'll just do that. Oh, this is the bridge again. Oh yeah, no, it looks like that elevator we came up is the only way out. I guess? I mean, I just don't. seems odd to me.
Keep your eyes out for dissidents.
Keep your eyes out for dissidents, man. Dissidents. What can you do? Alright. I still think the best elevator in the game is the one in Edgewater that plays Spacer's Choice theme while you're in it. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, we want to go this way. This way. Cough, cough. Alright. We gotta get back on the ship. We have to go check on Phineas. What could have happened to Phineas, she says. What happened to Phineas? We all know what happened to Phineas.
Captain, I am receiving a transmission from Dr. Wells. The transmission is marked with priority status urgent!
I like that she yelled it.
Captain, I shall now play the transmission I received from Dr. Wells.
Thank the law you warned me. I was able to get some defenses up, but they might not be enough. The board has sent some serious firepower to pry me out of here. They're trying to get in here, and I'm not sure I can stop them. If they capture me, if we can't communicate again, there's something very important you need to remember.
Okay.
The board, all their lackeys, they're all a bunch of swine. Do you hear me? They're fucking corporate swine. You fucking pigs! I'll take you all out with me! I'll never...
It would seem the recording captured some rather dire events.
Uh-huh.
I presume you'll want to dock at the orbital lab to check on your associate as soon as possible?
Yes, that is
How
correct.
can I be of assistance? Goodbye.
Goodbye. Alright. To the orbital lab.
Now arriving at Phineas's top secret orbital lab.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. We save. Looks pretty the same so far. And there's some blasty blast stuff. Corporate technicians!
Got it. Inside voices.
We don't want to kill Bubbles, though. We have to be careful. We don't want to kill Bubbles. Where's my sniper? Here we go.
What? What was that?
Where'd it go?
You didn't see anything! You didn't see anything! They did. They totally saw me. They totally saw me. It's fine. It's fine. Give me your stuff. Hey, Bubbles. Don't worry, Bubbles. You're safe. I won't hurt you. Totally saw everything. Give me all your stuff. Okay. Your legs hanging out over here. Alright. In this way. Yeah, okay. Phineas's terminal password was on the Sissy Pig. Publishing Wastilan Testament. Success. Please present login password to continue. Enter passcode. If you are seeing the scene, I, Phineas V. Wells, have been perniciously kidnapped and very possibly incarcerated by the perfidious and cowardly government of Halcyon in the prison fortress of Tartarus. If I have not already been executed for charges leveling against me, I hope the person reading this terminal will find a way to finish my work. Or rescue me. Preferably the latter. This screen constitutes my last will and testament. I commend my body and my belongings to the icy depths of the ether. If this is Missy, I've prepared an emergency care package located in a hidden panel. Unlock the panel from my terminal and clean its contents immediately. Personal files. First entry. The Hope made it to Halcyon after all. 25 years too late. The board doesn't know what to do with an entire ship full of frozen colonists, so naturally they're going to leave them there. Corporate tells us revival is impossible. They've tried absolutely nothing, and apparently they're all out of options. Balderdash. Cellular regeneration after long-term hibernation is really just a question of thermodynamics. I'm quite confident I can find a way to revive the Hope's colonists if only corporate would authorize my requests. Frankly, I don't see why I need the permission of my employers to conduct experiments in the name of scientific advancement. What nonsense. Did Newton beg permission from his employers before discovering the 3 laws of motion? Genius is not beholden to the vicissitudes of bureaucracy. Besides, the Hope has a cargo of hundreds of thousands of colonists. The board practically expects a few to go missing. 193 seconds. New record. Most of my subjects last 93 seconds on average before total cellular liquefaction reduces them to several gallons of organic soup, 3 degrees above freezing temperature. 113 seconds of screaming. This subject was stronger than the others, but in the end, his body failed to survive the revival process. He was my 12th subject to die. I don't know how much longer I can keep doing this. Strictly speaking, I do know. The Hope has hundreds of thousands of colonists. I've only experimented on 12. How many more experiments before I successfully revive a single subject? 1? 10? 100? 500? Statistically insignificant. If I experimented on one subject every month, I would not make a dent in the Hope's population in a lifetime. Can still hear the screaming. Trouble sleeping. Trouble concentrating. Psychological toll significant. On to subject number 13. Oh, we were lucky number 13! I've always suspected this would happen. The board finally discovered what I'd done and sent their headhunters to track me down, but they'll never find me. They say I'm a murderer, and they're right. I regret what I've done, but I'm not about to turn myself in to the board. I'm not going to go begging the board's forgiveness. Only the Hope's colonists can forgive me what I've done. They're the only people who can set things right, and I'm going to find a way to revive them, no matter how long I have to stay in hiding. I've got my notes with me, have my equipment, and now I have this lab. It's time I return to work. Alright, open the panel. Here we are. This is Phineas's apartment. Reminder, do not tap on glass, seals loose. No thanks. They've been mowing grass outside, and so there's a little bit of a breeze. I can slightly smell, like, cut grass. Lovely. Alright.
Great work.
Alright. Finn's Force. This is a science gun. You will notice it's an N-ray weapon. And, Phineas really likes to make weird weapons. It is an N-ray weapon. Here's mine. It's a lot better. So. Tartarus nav key. You can now travel to the Tartarus docking facilities from your ship. We're going to Tartarus, bitches! This is it. This is the last area of the game. We're doing it. Oh my god. Reminder, subject may be unstable. Confront the chairman. We're going to Tartarus. We're confronting the chairman. This is it. We're going to take him out in a fairly aggressive manner. Tartarus is going to be a lot of me killing things. There's not really a lot of sneaking and persuasion and no. I'm going to murder a lot of stuff on Tartarus, I'm pretty sure. I have vague memories of killing many, many people on Tartarus. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Let's do it. Repair all equipped. Perfect. We will hard save.
Captain, as it appears we may soon be embarking for a maximum security prison planet, I believe the crew would like to speak with you to, as you humans put it, air some concerns.
I have to talk to my crew. Excuse me. We gotta have a meeting.
Phineas, locked up in Tartarus? We cannot let this stand. That place terrifies even the most hardened criminal.
Mr. Phineas is just about the only person with power trying to do any kind of good in Halcyon. We gotta bust him out.
To extract the scientist, you will need to infiltrate the labyrinth. But that course of action is likely to be quite dangerous, Captain.
We can't abandon Phineas. We have to free him if we've any hope of saving the colony.
I am programmed to warn you whenever you exhibit inclinations toward risky behavior. Breaking into Tartarus will not be easy.
Getting in is the simple part. It's getting out again that's the trouble. Trust me, I know.
Let's just do it. Kick down some doors, grab Doc Wells, and cut a path out. We don't need a plan. We got guns.
That is true.
If you really mean to do this, you should see to your final affairs and close out any unfinished business. Once you sneak into Tartarus, you may be there a while. Or permanently.
Ada says this is the point of no return. If you have anything else you need to do in the game, because this game does not continue after you beat the game. It reloads you to right before the end, or your last save, or whatever, when you reload into the game. So this is it. Crew, what do you think about all this?
It's the craziest plan I've ever heard. And I mean that as a compliment.
You didn't hire me to think. And I ain't about to start now.
Thank you, Felix.
You're my boss. And I'll walk into fire with you.
You're gonna stay on the ship.
I think it's insane. But maybe the colony needs a healthy dose of insanity right about now.
I know it's dangerous. And I won't lie and say I'm not scared out of my wits. But I couldn't live with myself if we didn't do something.
You're asking for more than bravery from us, Captain.
That's true.
But there are worse ways to go than dying for a good cause.
Also true.
I'm in.
Let Sam get the grime out. It's what our units do best.
The entire plan is a terrible idea, but I admire your bravado, Captain, which leads me to illogically believe, against the odds, that you will be successful.
Of course we will. We're doing it. Everyone strap in.
If we don't make it, at least it'll be a great story.
Got my trusty tossball stick. Got my ass-kicking boots. I'm ready, boss.
Outstanding.
You can count on us, Captain. We're crew. For real crew. That means we got each other's backs. Right?
Never thought I'd volunteer to break into a prison. Seems like your tendency towards risky behavior is rubbing off on me, Captain.
Damn right.
Command not recognized.
Waiting on your command, Captain.
Alright. I'm gonna put my gun away and not point it at my crew. Alright, let's go. They're gonna give us a place too. I'm just gonna do it for the guns. Everything that's not science. Because then that way, I don't want to have to deal with my inventory is full when we're somewhere in the middle of fucking Tartarus. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, it actually doesn't matter. Because we are going to finish the game. But, I'm going to do it anyway because I don't want to have to deal with being encumbered. Alright. Actually, if we're going to finish the game anyway, no. I can't do it. Not even if we're going to finish the game, I can't do it. I can't spend half my money on one tinker level that I don't actually need. I can't. Okay. Save. We're gonna hard save. Look, shut up. I can't do it. Alright. We're going to Tartarus. Toggle inactive quests. We don't have any inactive quests. Off we go. You are about to assault the labyrinth on Tartarus and determine the fate of the Halcyon colony. Saves made after this point can only finish the main story on Tartarus. Side quests and downloaded content, such as Peril on Gorgon or Murder on Eridanos, will be unavailable for any saves made beyond this point. If there's anything you want to do before you enter the prison, do it now before you cross the point of no return. Would you like to continue? The game is like, I need you to understand that if you do this, you can't do anything else. Yes, we have done all of the other quests. We have maxed out our shit. We are ready. Let's go. I would like to save. Sure. There we go. All right.
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution.
I am not
Please
scared.
be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time.
And that is why it is no return, because once you go, you can't leave. Anything useful about Tartarus?
Resident count is as follows: 3,071. Resident deaths, including but not limited to executions, are as follows: 1,684. Resident escapes are as follows: 0. The interior can be chilly. Take a scarf with you, Captain.
Okay.
I would also ask that you leave your captain's ID with me, in the event that you do not return.
You promise not to leave without me?
I can make the assurance that I will not leave with another captain unless you do not return within 876,541,652 hours. Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Yeah.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed.
What the hell is with you people and landing violations?
I'm sorry, you people? Did you just cast a generalization on upstanding UDL employees? That's a fine of 200 bits. You're up to 5,708, not including the cost
I
of
have
your
70,000
execution
bits.
and
Fine
the
me.
disposal of your remains, which will be assessed posthumously.
Let's see. Persuade. Hey, how do I know you're a real officer under that helmet? Show me your biometric ID.
All right. I'm feeling generous. I'm transmitting the ID of a productive, law-abiding employee so you can see what one looks like before you die. Anyway, Tartarus Docking Authority signing up. Hang on. Another ship just pulled into your dock. Wait, is that from the Groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that. Just have a pleasant day.
Transmission terminated. Biometric ID received.
Hi,
Transferring
Sophie.
data to external cartridge.
Keep going.
How can I be of assistance?
So, if we don't want to murder everybody, we now have an ID, first of all. Hilarious. Secondly, you can see that we have no option to go anywhere, and we are all shuttered up so we can't see outside. There's a crew from there's a ship from the Groundbreaker here. So what's up with that? Let's see. Our final party selection. And it's not like it's going to be any different. Let's go. All right. It's our ship. All these corporate guards.
The captain did right by us once. Now it's our turn. The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe.
Our disguise is going to fail because we have to protect Junlei. We have to protect Junlei. Oh, that was an accident. Hold on. We have to load because we accidentally shot one of the Mardettes. It's hard because the Mardettes can be shot as well. So you have to be very careful. when you're trying to do this part. I'm probably gonna get out my sniper actually, since they're not paying attention to me.
That's how it's done, Captain.
Here we go.
We can do some
Warning. Unauthorized persons may be on the premises.
can do some picking off while we're. And that way there's less for them to have to deal with. Oh, nice shot. All right. There's another one over there. Let's see if we can get that one too. You're starting to be alerted to my presence. Problem solved. Oh, there's a drone there. Okay. Let's see. Anything else? I think we've got most of them. There's still a drone. I know there's still a drone up there, but we got most of them. All right, let's go. Save again. Reload.
The captain did right by us once. Now it's our turn. The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe. Push on, Mardats.
Look at that.
Thought I saw something.
We have help too. We're gonna see a lot of this. And enrage myself. Whoops.
Stay down, hullhead.
All right.
What use does a prison have for bars when it's got a storm like that guarding the gates?
I've got to admit, I'm not too keen on walking into a prison. They lock me up, I'm liable to kill everyone trying to get back out.
I mean, same.
Let's look around. There's gotta be a few ways through here.
That is correct. So we do have access to restricted access doors, which we can still use currently.
Sublight has arrived. Hey, kid. A little bird told me you could use our help. I said I owed you one, and I always pay my debts.
And here comes Sublight.
Vice President hung out to dry. Army contractors. Go to prison heads. Tell them Lilith sent you. Here we go.
Everyone all right?
Sorry, little Sublight contractors. I didn't realize that he had an N-ray gun, so you got nuked. Sorry, buds. It's all right. We'll just take your stuff. Okay. All right. Yeah, we're gonna keep going this way. Don't even need to loot really, but our disguise is currently intact. More Sublight. What's in here? Oh, nothing. Oh, we're gonna have to help. How dare! Sorry, y'all. Ooh. Those ones with the, laser... What am I doing? Why? Why am I looting? It's a problem. Okay. Just stop. We're done. We're done looting. That's it. I don't need more loot. Don't need more loot. Those ones with the laser channel, the channeled laser, those are super painful. So we gotta be really careful about that. Okay, so that door is sealed. We can't get in. We gotta go around that way. There's a door to the side over here, it looks like. Oh, it's up. Alright, so let's go up. I'm gonna have to murder some people, but whatever. I'm going to resist with all of my strength more looting, because we don't need loot, right? Like, we don't need to loot.
Are you new here? I didn't think we were hiring more staff.
Are you talking while on shift?
Oh, no. Don't tell anyone, please.
It worked. Your secret's safe with me.
Thank you.
Excuse me. Oh, look, a vending machine. I love how there's like a vending machine and all this, so you can like trick your gear up like right here. We're just gonna go ahead and do this. Perfect. All right, we're out. Transition to the pit. Okay. So, this is the pit. There's so many shinies in here. Look, watch my resistance. I'm gonna resist. Except for this one. Because this one is lore. Pod 1. Solitary confinement prisoner manifest. Wire. Okay, you are possession of anti-UDL communications. Inciting violence. Random selection. Ugh. Pod 2 error. Alright. So. Note from your favorite warden. Please do not leave perishables in here. We mark this as cold storage because we're starting to move pods in here. This is not an actual freezer. The next time I find a decomposing woolly cow box in here, I'm leaving it on the air conditioner cake for a week. Gross. Storage manifest. So, yep, canisters, hibernation chambers. Yeah, so hibernation chambers. And then they had to change the architecture. Thus, in order to maintain structural integrity throughout the area designed as the pit, we recommend that chambers are installed in cylindrical fashion around the supporting structure dug into the crust of Tartarus to the max depth of... Okay. So, they have started moving pods in here already. I'm pretty sure I didn't get the card last time, so I had to kill everything to get through here. Like, it was crazy. I had to do all sorts of crazy bullshit to get through here. So I find that to be slightly humorous that this time I'm just kind of strolling through it. Oh. Did that actually take us up? Okay. I know there could be murder. I also don't need anything else. And those...
Let's go, troops. Stellar base counting on us.
Alright, y'all. Get to it. Those ones with the lasers are super painful. Oh, the iconoclasts. They're giving us a hand. They, ooh, they're really effective. Look at them go. August Van Noy. Oh, you have a name. Y'all are doing good work over here. Good job, good job. Stop looting. Look at that. So effective. Amazing. Alright, so map. That's how we fucking do it. Oh, the Van Noys are the people that I rescued. That's right. Aw, you did so well. Thanks, guys.
Hold it right there. The paperwork. Are you new here? I didn't think we were hiring more staff.
Are you talking on shift?
Oh, no. Don't tell anyone, please.
Don't do it again.
Thank you.
Oh, they're still going. Gotta go this way. Yes, actually. The more stuff you do, and the ending will be longer because I did everything. I don't know if it adds stuff for the DLCs. But I believe, if I remember correctly, that the ending is longer because I did a bunch of stuff. It's a storeroom. We don't need it. This way. Just kind of navigating our way through the maze. Excuse me, pardon me. This way. Do not disturb when lights are on. Door sealed. Unseal this door, please. Thank you. Open up. UDL? This UDL cameras and whatever. Look at all that. Messages. Cameras. Jim, I'm trying to get straight with Akande's orders. Only a few things more from my end, but I don't know what we'll do about cameras. She says security footage ain't enough. They want proper reels? What's going on? She's bringing a VIP for internment. Security's ramping up too. Sorry for the inconvenience. It's a fine mess down here. Said something about recording an announcement. They're all overly excited. It's hush-hush, but I guess this VIP's been on the run for a while. I bet the engineers have a few cameras. I'll see if I can track some down. Jim, appreciate it. You know her. We miss a check on this list. It's our heads. You have no idea how tough it was getting a fucking green tarp. So they are preparing to do their UDL speechy broadcast. We don't care about that. Alright. Oh, they're still doing stuff. Alright. I just let them fight it out. I'm just gonna let them fight it out. They're good. They don't need my help. Here we are. Let's see. We need to go this way.
All right, MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So get in there and fight.
That's right, Sanjar. See, I know. It's alright, Sanjar. You got it, man. I love how these two are... I like that they're having a conversation right here. Like, there's just, you know, stuff going on, and they're just, poor little MSI people. They're doing their best. Alright.
We're really doing this, huh?
Yeah, we are.
Take a breath now, folks. Once we're up there, I suspect we ain't gonna have time to stop shooting.
You are correct, I think. we are going to save. Put my gun away.
After all you've done, all the work you've destroyed, all the money you've cost me.
That's right.
Your misguided crusade has doomed Halcyon.
You're full of shit. I'm just rooting out corruption, one idiot at a time.
Idiot? I'm not the one marching to my death in a maximum security prison. In any other circumstance, I'd admire your boldness. In this one, however, I have only 2 words for you. Fuck off.
You aren't one to mince words, huh?
Psychopathic outlaws don't deserve the time. Thankfully, you're in a prison already. Find the nearest cell and wait until I'm done here. Then I'll drag you to the executioner myself.
Oh, I'm not waiting for anything. This colony needs saving right now.
Is that what you think you're doing? This path of wanton societal disruption?
Yes.
You call that being a savior?
Yes.
I call it sabotage. You know what saboteurs get, Captain? Summary executions. In the next room is the finest automechanical purveyor of death ever made. Try not to scratch the paint with your skull. It was fucking expensive.
I'll be there before you know it. Finest auto mechanical ever made. It's waiting for us. It's the Ram. Don't really have shock. Don't really care. You know what this calls for? This calls for the Spectrum Gatling gun. Let's go. You wanna fight with me? You know I killed a giant slug on Eridanos with this gun? You're just a robot, man. Oh, I can pick this door.
Left hands, Cap.
What's in here? Is this a shutdown? Can I shut it down from here? Designate Ram as a hostile intruder. If I do this, will the wait, I don't think I could do this last time. I'm gonna do this. Deploying suppression unit!
Here we go. Nice one.
Done. That was great. I don't remember that from last time. That's great. I enjoy that a lot, actually. I'll take this key. Thanks. This music's getting very epic. Open the door. Let's go. Well, this is fancy. Oh, this is very fancy in here. All right. Pretty sure this is it. Let's go. Did you do that, Parvati? Atta girl. Give me your key. Hey, Phineas. Also, we confronted the chairman and he immediately got shot. Alright.
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You lunatic. You broke into the board's own fortress and killed the chairman just to rescue one doddering old man.
That's what we do here.
You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough.
Are you kidding? The board never stood a chance against me.
Ah, all in a day's work for you, huh?
Yeah.
You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated.
I don't like the sound of that at all.
Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
So we've got to make do on our own. Seems to me that'll make us stronger in the end anyhow.
You're quite right. We've got no choice but to make do on our own.
You mean we're all alone out here? Really alone?
I'm afraid so, Miss Holcomb. Halcyon is the only home we have left. Returning to Earth is no longer an option. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own.
We have a lot of work ahead of us. We'd best get started.
Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us?
Yeah, sure, okay. I'm gonna do what I've always done. Whatever I want, all the time. You can count on me. I'll help you revive the other colonists.
When I revived you, I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I was wrong. I had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. I'm just the one who set you on your path.
That is correct.
You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
The OSI, there you
teaches
go.
that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on.
I'm thinking about your question while this goes on.
In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Between MSI's worker-centric policies and the iconoclast's manpower, Sanjar and Zora were able to rally many of the Terra 2 townships to their cause. MSI's workforce swelled, and the iconoclasts enjoyed a significant surge in their ranks. The board was too distracted by infighting and internal politics to stop MSI from becoming a powerful corporation and a refuge for townships that might have fallen through the cracks. Bolstered by her status as savior of humanity, Lilia Hagen ushered Sublight Salvage to a new golden age. Her company grew bolder and more transparent over time, muddying the line between lawful and criminal for the entire colony. The Sublight family would thrive for years to come.
I didn't see that one last time.
Adelaide McDevitt replaced Reed Thompson as the leader of Edgewater. She and her followers transformed Edgewater in their image. Anyone loyal to Reed was pressured into leaving town, and those who stayed behind adapted to her way of life. Adelaide transformed the old cannery into a new garden. The nearby Edgewater Cemetery provided a convenient source of fertilizer. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers, schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs.
The horror.
It was a dark time indeed. Even the Gorgon asteroid, though a distant enigma to most of Halcyon, felt the
cool.
aftershocks of your actions.
There's DLC ones.
Olivia and Minnie Ambrose worked together to cure the marauders Adrena Time had created. Through their partnership as scientist and administrator, they discovered the harmony that had eluded them as mother and daughter. And through years of patience and effort, they discovered the means to wean Halcyon from the scourge of Adrena Time.
Awesome.
Their work eventually allowed Wells and his scientists to treat many of Halcyon's marauders. As their addiction waned, the colonists who had lived for so long under the thrall of Adrena Time returned to their communities and loved ones and joined in the effort to save Halcyon.
That's awesome.
In spite of everything, the Gorgon asteroid remained a sobering reminder of the potential for progress and disaster in humanity's most ambitious efforts. The Rizzo's company in Halcyon dissolved after the collapse of the board. Needless to say, the launch of Spectrum Brown was indefinitely delayed. A stockpile of Spectrum Brown remains buried deep beneath the ruins of the old distillery, abandoned to time and attrition. With the dissolution of the board, Ruth Bellamy found herself without the two constants in her life: Byzantine culture and her sister Belinda. In the face of this new reality, she struggled to find a direction for her life. The colony had moved on from Halcyon Helen and would require new heroes in the years to come. And so Ruth Bellamy decided it was time to exit stage left. She quietly disappeared from public view. The dissolution of the board did not mean the dissolution of the ambitions of Cedric Kincannon, the charismatic leader of Sublight Underground. Cedric offered Slug's transportation services to the newly thawed colonists and set to work ferrying resources and food wherever they were most needed. For better or worse, slug headgear became fashionable in the following years. As the board began to disintegrate, Spencer Woolrich found himself at a crossroads. Cling to what little stardom remained to him, or help usher Halcyon into its new future. To the surprise of many, perhaps himself most of all, Spencer chose the latter option. Having learned a variety of different skills in the many different roles played throughout his lengthy career, Spencer founded a radio serial dedicated to staying alive despite the odds.
This is cool.
His subjects included how to survive violent encounters with only grazing wounds, dispense pithy one-liners for tense scenarios, and, of course, how to look good doing both.
Of course.
After a brief attempt at dating Helen as one person rather than two, which both Bertie and Helen found too strange,
Oh my god.
Bertie struck out on his own to try his hand at raising woolly cows. Many of his former Rangers teammates soon followed, accompanied by the woolly cow the team had originally plied with alcohol.
Which was in Bertie's room.
The dairy farm
by the
thrived
way.
under Bertie's leadership and care.
Yeah, there you go.
The dairy rangers privately believed that the woolly cows softened Bertie's temper considerably. Although the only one brave enough to say this to his face was promptly headbutted.
Yep, there you go.
Due to the board's dissolution, many of the Prophet's old customers no longer found quite the same value in productivity seminars that they once had. With her business drying up, the Prophet chose to take her followers down a new path. Months later, salvagers on Eridanos found clues leading them to a seemingly abandoned bunker out in the wilderness. Inside, they discovered horribly mangled corpses, sacrificed to a blood-scrawled portrait of a sprat-headed deity.
Wow.
The Prophet was not among the bodies.
Oh.
Your influence shifted Ellie's perspective. She finally admitted, albeit grudgingly, that she just might need other people. Sometimes. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She hired a small crew and flew supply missions to communities on the fringe. Some of them were even legal.
Ho ho ho.
Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with two hands. As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life he had sought so long to create. He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace.
Max is less of a shit.
Once the matter with the Hope colonists was resolved, Junlei bashfully asked Parvati if she'd like to join her permanently on the Groundbreaker, and Parvati enthusiastically, if somewhat awkwardly, agreed.
Yay!
The stories of her adventures spread across the colony, and Parvati soon found herself the center of attention. Having served as the engineer of a renowned spacecraft, tramp freighters and wildcat miners sought her out by name, and in no time, she was a fixture in the Groundbreaker's mechanical ecosystem. She and Junlei were never far apart.
Yay!
Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, a mercenary outfit of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide, or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories, could find her camping on the trail or clearing an infestation. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon?
Bam!
Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past, and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self. by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
All's quiet in Halcyon for now. Okay, so that's the Outer Worlds. The ending was so long because I did almost all of the side stuff. I mean, I pretty much did all the side stuff. So the more side stuff you do, the better, the longer your ending is. And I try to do the things that make it the best ending. That was great. And I hadn't seen the Gorgon or the Eridanos stuff. So the Gorgon and Eridanos stuff was really great. I love that. Outer Worlds 2. Where do I think Outer Worlds 2 is going to be? I think the Outer Worlds 2 is going to have to do with, we're going to have some Earth stuff. Like, I think we're going to find out what happened to the Earth. Or we're going to be in a different colony that is also having issues, but they're like different issues. I really want them to explore what happened to Earth and all that good stuff. Like, that's a thing that I really want them to explore in the sequel. I'm so excited about Outer Worlds 2. It's actually why we played the game on the channel, because I love the Outer Worlds. It's very reminiscent of Fallout New Vegas. You know, because, you know, some of the same people. But and I love Fallout New Vegas. It's my favorite Fallout game. So yeah, I love the music in this game too. It's so good. So that's the Outer Worlds. We had less time left on that than I thought. We're not going to have to run over today, which means tomorrow we're playing Here Comes Nico. Now, the first hour of Here Comes Nico is in the test stream from 2 weeks ago. I'm not uploading it today, but I will be uploading chunks from the test stream. I'm going to be working on some uploading on Sunday, so there will be some stuff going up onto the YouTube again. Well, special thanks. So head colorer Lilu multipass. So yeah, we're gonna do Here Comes Nico, and because we had an amazing donation to the stream, we always take donations. We use them to buy cat toys and other streaming type things. I now have access to music that I can use that will not be content ID'd, so, and claimed. So yeah, starting tomorrow, I think we're gonna have we're gonna pick out a little theme song that we can listen to while we're getting ready for stream. Also, of course, Ashley Birch is Parvati. Um, Ashley Birch is incredibly talented. If you don't know who Ashley Birch is, she's an amazing voice actress. She's Tiny Tina in Borderlands. She's Aloy. Um, yeah, Ashley Birch is amazing and super talented. And of course, she's Parvati. Like, I didn't actually know that, but yeah, of course she's Parvati. It makes sense to me. So yeah, if you have other things you want to see me play, you need to send me a message or join my Discord. You can. There's a whole place for game suggestions in the Discord. I have a Discord, by the way. Well, and Aloy sounds nothing like either of them. She is very talented. So yeah, I have a Discord. You can join it. You can follow me on Twitter. I have a Twitter that I post to at least every time I'm going to stream or when there's streaming announcements. I always post them to Twitter. And sometimes I put cat pictures up too. So yeah. And I think within the next week and a half-ish, we may have the other camera, because we're going to get another camera. One for me and one for Cat Cam. So we'll have Cat Cam camera. We'll see when that happens, though. Cameras are, like, back-ordered. So we're just waiting on that to come in, and that'll be good. Yeah, this was a good playthrough. I did feel like that the I did feel like that the difficulty setting was a little too low for how thorough I was. I think that the difficulty setting needs to be set a little bit higher for how, if you're going to be really thorough like I was and do everything, then you probably need to actually turn your difficulty up. Not worried about it. Alright, let's see. By the way, these are long. AAA credits are always long. I have a very strong personal belief that I don't, unless it's a game I've already finished and done this, which I didn't for this one, I will always sit through the entirety of the credits and not skip them. Not just because of, hidden scenes or whatever, but because especially with everything that's been coming out about people who work in quality assurance, the way that they're treated, contract workers for dev studios. I feel very passionately about all of those causes. Um, all those people, all these people that are scrolling on the screen right now, except obviously some of the management, but we don't know and we can't tell for sure, so we're just going to say all of them. All of the people busted their ass to make this game and make this game happen. So I am very firmly of the opinion that they earned the right for me to sit through those credits. Like, they deserve their recognition. All of these people that you never really hear about, they deserve their recognition just like everybody else. And so I don't care if the credits are 10 minutes long because it's a AAA game. All of those people, like, I have friends who work in the gaming industry, their names are in the credits. That's part of the reason why I sit through all of it, because I want to see their names in the credits. And I know that there are other people out there that are like me, but they have different friends and their friends are in the credits. So, there you go. So let's talk about the game. Let's talk about the DLC, since credits are going to continue to roll. DLC, okay. Peril on Gorgon. I had heard scuttlebutt that Gorgon was not as good as Eridanos. I would agree with that assessment. with the caveat that it is unfair to compare the two DLCs because the way they are structured story-wise, they are not the same. Like, um, Peril on Gorgon is a lot more about the past horrors of Spacer's Choice and all of that kind of stuff. Eridanos is something that is currently happening. So I feel like um Eridanos is better because I like the fact that you're doing so much human interaction for Eridanos. Gorgon, you don't do a lot of that. There's a lot of killing on Gorgon. It's part of the reason why um we were so OP by the time we got to Eridanos, really. Um we got some upgrades, but we were so broken by the time we got to Eridanos. And it was because of Gorgon. So I should have I mean, doing them back to back basically guaranteed that the rest of the game was just going to be a cakewalk. And I mean, even if I had not gotten the card and I'd had to deal with the laser guards, I think that it still would have been really easy the end of the game if you do those two DLC. And I mean, they are put in later, so it makes sense. Let's see what else. Gorgon does a better job with its atmosphere, which is unfortunate, right? Because Eridanos is a murder mystery. That's what you're doing. And I mean, you're going these places, you're killing things, side quests, whatever. But Eridanos is a murder mystery, and like I felt like they had those. I don't really remember them on Eridanos, but on Gorgon, you had these stings, right? You'd find a certain thing. There was a couple of things like that on Eridanos, but not many. Like these spooky music stings that were like designed for it's a murder mystery, spooky. I just felt like that atmosphere on Gorgon was very creepy, right? Gorgon was creepy. It was oppressive, like the music and the mood, and it was just very, yeah, it was creepy. Kind of spooky. Eridanos was, which makes sense because Halcyon Helen and all that stuff. Um, Eridanos was more pulp, like the Mummy. Think the Mummy. It was kind of campy. Which is great, but like I almost felt disappointed because I wanted like that murder mystery spooky kind of feel um from it, but I had gotten that from Gorgon. And I don't know if playing Gorgon first had affected my judgment of that. Um but either way they were both really good. Like I didn't understand the scuttlebutt that I had heard that Gorgon wasn't that good because it was. Like I think that Gorgon was horrific and it's a really good supplement to show you as a player just how depraved the corporations really are. And I like that it was Spacer's Choice because the very first corporation you really run into is Spacer's Choice, right? Because Edgewater is a Spacer's Choice town. Um, so you get this idea from Edgewater and the things that happen in the beginning of the game that Spacer's Choice is not great. Yeah, they're not great. But you don't understand just how horrific really most of the corporations are, I feel like. Um, until you get deeper in the game and the Gorgon DLC really drove it home for Spacer's Choice is a nightmare. These people are horrible. Like this is awful. Um and the with Eridanos, you see that Rizzo's isn't any better, but Rizzo's is worse in a way because Gorgon, they're just, they're killing people over and over again to test Adrena time, to try and make Adrena time so people don't have to sleep. So they can just work forever and they never have to sleep. Gross. On Eridanos was even worse because you've got slugs infecting the liquor so that you can basically infest everyone so they are aggressively happy and then eventually, go insane. But that's worse because then that's not even a we're going to take people and test on them and kill them or turn them into marauders. That's a everybody drinks Spectrum. So if we give Spectrum to everybody, we're going to have all of them are going to be the happiest workers. And some of those people we interacted with, they were happy because they had to be, and there was moments where they literally said to us, it is physically painful for me to disagree with you right now. And that's horrifying. So, yeah, Eridanos, Gorgon, really good. And the game is really good. Base game is amazing. I just love this game. So, it's so good. All right, that's it. So, Outer Worlds is done. Tomorrow we will play Here Comes Nico. I'll find out if the fact that I quit out last week means we don't have a save. Cause I don't know. Yeah. So thanks for coming along for the end of this journey. We're gonna end a little bit early because we're done. So tomorrow we'll have some cool new stuff going on, and yeah, thanks for coming and hanging out. I really appreciate it. Be sure to follow me on socials. Join my Discord if you like. There are cat pictures. And we have a meme channel. Memes. I'm going to put a meme up every day. I have like a million memes in my phone. Some of them are old. I don't care. Yeah. So thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.